Hi, welcome back to another episode of the Turtle Bookworm. I'm kind of excited today, not for a very big, horrific reason. Horrific, that's not the right word, but you know what I mean. I'm excited because I get to use this new awesome glass. It's a mermaid wine glass. It's pretty awesome. I originally saw it on Pinterest, and I'm sorry there's a horrible glare. I originally saw it on Pinterest. I was like, oh, I wonder if that's a real glass. Yes, it is. Amazon. Just like $6. I know it's a little small for a wine glass, but the novelty of this is pretty awesome. It's a mermaid tail. How cool is that? And why is this significant, you want to know? Because today we're going to be reviewing a book that I recently read, Undertow, by Michael Buckley. I knew nothing about this book. I had never heard of Michael Buckley before, and for whatever reason, I caught myself at work flipping through a magazine on break or hanging out, whatever, and there was an ad in the magazine for this, and it had this picture on it, and the caption, which is listed up here, it says, "Don't let the fear pull you under." I'm like, wow, I don't even care what that is about because that picture is amazing. Is that Coney Island? Yeah, it ended up being Coney Island. And don't let the fear pull you under? Okay, let's see what's in here. So I ordered it, and did I have to pre-order it? I don't remember if I had to pre-order it or if it was on my wish list, but either way, I was really looking forward to reading this book. I haven't seen it a lot in our BookTube community, so I was really excited to read it and check it out. And anyways, besides from the awesome cover, the actual book itself was pretty amazing. So here's the deal. So this is Coney Island. What happens is, I'm going to try to do this spoiler free. So the fish heads, which is basically a very derogatory term for mermaids, have to come to Earth. And they come, well, they were on Earth, but you know what I mean. They come up out of the water onto shore, and they get human-like while they're on land, and they're able to function. And what basically is going on is they're trying to assimilate into the human population, and it's a big scandal, politics, drama, headbutting from the cultures, a lot of what we see typically between cultures of today in general. You know, you've got us versus them versus so-and-so, and so on and so forth. And there's always this constant tension. We're all just here sharing this space. Let's just make it happen. Let's make it work. And the fault is on both sides. You've got the fish heads on one side who aren't very happy having to deal with the human people, and the human people who are not very happy having to deal with these mermaids. And there's just a lot of tension as they're assimilating into the high school, and there's a lot of playing off of each other and chaos. And it goes into this even deeper sub-story, which I won't get into because that's a big part of the book plot. It's really good. I did have a few complaints, which is why I gave it a 4-star instead of a 5-star. What were the reasons it got lost a star? One, it was a little predictable. I was easily able to pick out some of where the book was going because it stood out. It was really easy to pick up. I'm like, oh, that's gonna happen, and sure enough, it did happen. Two, the author of this book, Michael Buckley, he grabbed hold on a lot of young adult tropes that we see over and over and over again, and he mushed them all together. So there was a good handful of tropes that we see continually on a loop over and over, and he used them as a crutch for this book. But it worked really well with the story. And lastly, and this is just a preference thing, I didn't like where it left off. I knew going in that this was going to be book 1 on a series, and there was going to be more, and I was going to be left hanging. I knew that, but where it left off, I was like, really? That's where you're going to choose to leave this right now? And it's not even a huge cliffhanger. I mean, it is, but that wasn't even the point. It was just where it stopped. I'm like, no, that wasn't very nice. That wasn't cool. Why did you pick right there? Did you run out of paper? But no. Michael Buckley, this was really good. I really liked it. I can't wait to follow up on the next book. I have no idea when it's coming out. I'm going to start heavily doing my research, and I hope to see more people reviewing this book. It was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. And I still am in love with this cover. It's beautiful. Coney Island and the tents things. That's the camp where they stay after they come up on the shore. They have to stay there in the camps. What's that sound like to you? So you can see there's a lot of history repeating itself type deals and just the way society is now, but relating it into a more undersea kind of way. So that being said, I really hope that you read this book. I'd like to hear about it. If you've already read it, please comment below. I'd like to know what you thought about it, if you agreed about him mushing all the tropes together, if you liked where he ended it. The writing style was great. The character voices were wonderful. It was predictable. The tropes, stop using them as crutches because it makes it so predictable. That's probably why it was so predictable. The two go hand in hand. And lastly, pick a better ending point. Anyways, keep on reading, and I look forward to meeting you again on another episode of The Turtle Bookworm. Until that time comes, cheers. It's not a good drinking glass. Maybe that was why it was so cheap. Let's try it again. Nope, that rim is too thick. Anyways, goodbye.